Hello everyone, please welcome and join me Easy Steps Cooking. Today I'm going to share with you oven roasted chicken drumstick. Whenever I cook, I always take the skin off. Only the reason I take the skin off because the kids don't like it. And personally, I like skin on. So today I'm going to share with you how to cook perfect chicken drumstick in oven, moist, juicy, tender, with skin on. I have a 16-pound chicken drumsticks. I'm going to wash them, I'm going to pat them dry, then I'm going to use homemade dahi, parsley flakes, garlic powder, ginger powder, degi mirt, and spices from my masala dabba. And let's get started. Each pack is over 5 pounds. So I have 3 trays, 16 pounds. It's a lot of chicken. All the chicken pieces are pat and dry. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make one deep cut, 2 cut, and same thing I'm going to finish up all of these the same way. You can make like 2 cut or 3 cut, whatever you prefer. This is fine. So you can make a 2 cut or 3 cut on each drumstick. The whole reason I'm doing it, once we're going to marinate, it's going to soak the masala in, and when we're going to cook it, it's going to give nice flavor. I'm going to get 2 big mixing bowls. It's homemade, perfect. How do I make homemade yogurt? Please check it out, a video link on my channel. So I'm going to use 3 scoops. It will be 1 cup each. This is degi mirt. That's going to give us a nice flavor on our chicken. So 1 tablespoon. Parsley flake, 1 tablespoon. Garlic powder, 1 tablespoon each. Ground ginger, 1 tablespoon. Salt and black pepper is always according to our taste. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of salt. So 1 tablespoon each. Coriander powder, 1 tablespoon and 1 tablespoon. Garam masala, like a half teaspoon, just for the flavor. Ground cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon. This is hot. Black pepper to taste, like 1 teaspoon. Ground cumin, just for taste, 1 teaspoon. And we're going to mix it well. So once it's nicely combined, we'll work on the second one. It's looking perfect. Really important, you wash your hands well. You can mix it with the fork. I'm going to mix them with my hands. So we're going to mix it well. Once it's nicely coated, I'm going to take some pieces out, then I'll bring some more in there. And this is really important that when you marinate overnight. The longer the better. But I'm going to marinate for 4 hours. You can keep it in the fridge if the weather is nice and cold like here. I'm going to leave it outside on my countertop. So it's nicely, as you can see, it's nicely coated. So we're going to let it sit for 4 hours, and then I'll show you how to make it perfect, juicy, tender, moist chicken drumsticks with skin on. The chicken drumsticks are marinated for 4 hours, and I have my trays ready. I do get many questions and feedbacks, nice comments regarding my cooking, that when they cook their chicken meat, they really enjoyed it. The way I do cook, I cook with the water
and it cooks through the bone, and there is no more weird flavor. When you cook your chicken drumstick in oven and when you try to eat it, you smell to the bone. And when you follow Easy Steps cooking method, you always say, wow, it's so good. But still, there are some questions and concerns people still has. They say that when to put the water, how to put the water, what to do. So again, I'm going to show you one more time. The chicken drumsticks are ready. The trays are ready. I'm going to use the 2 trays, one smaller, one bigger. At this moment, I will show you the tray I'm using. It has 2 layers of tray. One is top tray, which is the slaughtered tray, and the bottom one is the pan tray. I'm going to fill up the water in this one and place the chicken on top of the vented tray and place it on top of it. So what I'm going to do on both trays, I'll pull these out. Now our oven is off. I haven't started the oven. We're going to preheat the oven. So I'm going to use these 2 trays. I'm going to fill up the water, and the question is how much the water we should put it. My tray can hold up to 8 cups of water. You can put more water, less water, that's not going to make a difference. As long as you have the water inside your tray, once it's going to heat up, it will steam up. That's all you need. Because when we are cooking, it cooks with the steam and it cooks to our perfection. I'll place these 2 trays in oven and I'll fill up the water. And the most important part, always I suggest, use hot water. It can be a boiled water, it can be your hot tap water. So there is always a debate, should we add a cold water or hot water? It does not make any difference because when we're going to preheat the oven, it's going to heat up the water again. But I always suggest add hot water. I'll grab these 2 trays. I'll open my oven. I'm going to place the bigger tray on the top rack, the smaller tray at the bottom. So now I'm going to fill up with the hot water. I'll grab a pot and I'm going to start my hot water. The water is really hot. I'll get the hot water. I put it in the tray. I'll push it back. I'll close the oven. I'll press bake. And I set the temperature to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius. And I'll start it. So our oven is preheating at 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius. I'll place my trays on my counter. Please make sure your counter should be clean. I'll open it. If you have enough time on your hand, the marination always helps better when you eat your chicken or any meat. Otherwise, like I do, 4 hours, which is really good. As a personal hygiene, please make sure that your hands are clean. Our drumsticks are sitting for 4 hours, so I'm going to make sure that I tilt it one time. So bring all the masala from bottom to top. Same thing with the other one. So this is good enough. This is all we need. So I'm just going to wash my hands. We have a lot of drumsticks, and when it sits on top of each other, then the marination settles down. So you just move around. So now I'm going to grab the chicken drumstick and I'm going to place it one facing this way, other facing this way. And I'm going to finish laying out the chicken drumstick on these two trays. Oven is a 495 degree Fahrenheit and it's a 497. It's almost getting the time where we are ready. It's preheated. I have laid out the chicken drumsticks on the tray. I still have some chicken left over. Since I have a smaller tray, I'm using it. So I'm going to use it again later. So what I'm going to show to you, these two trays, I'm going to place in the oven. And the other ones I'll do it later. As you can hear the beep, it's a 500 degree Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius. And now we're going to place these trays on top of each other. Normally when I cook one tray, 30 minutes we cook it. Then if we needed 5 minutes to broil it, to make it more crispier, we always do that and our chicken is fully cooked. Since I'm using two trays, I'm going to leave it for 35 minutes. If the chicken needs a little more timing. But within 35 minutes to 40 minutes, our chicken will be fully cooked. And now, it's very important. Oven is very hot. So when you open it, you stay away from it, then you open it. I'm going to place the tray on top of the bottom tray, which is filled with the water. Just wait. Just be careful, don't burn yourself. And same thing with a bigger tray. It's all ready, and I will close it. So now I'm going to leave it for 35 minutes. And after 35 minutes, we're going to open it and then we're going to switch the tray. And as for the house cleaning, it's really important. You clean it right away. And I'm going to see you after 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, what I have done, I place the smaller tray on the top and the bigger tray at the bottom rack. Now I'm going to continue cooking for another 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to turn off the oven. Then I'm going to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes until it cools down. Chicken is ready. So within 45 minutes, if you have two trays, your chicken will be perfectly cooked and you will like it. We cooked our chicken drumsticks for 35 minutes. Then we cooked additional 10 minutes and then I let it sit until it cooled down. I left it for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to open the oven. It's still hot, so be careful. And I'm going to bring the whole trays in front of you so you can see it. This is how the chicken looks. You don't even have to turn the chicken over. The chicken cooks to our perfection. So be careful, since when you carry these trays, they are filled with the water, and I will show it to you. All the chicken pieces, if I can show it to you, we will turn it over. I haven't turned the chicken over. Look at these. It's perfectly cooked. All the pieces, you can see it. If you have a one tray, then it's really very easy. With the two trays, it varies low with each oven and their settings. So this is how it looks, and let me show you the water itself. Look at the water. All the dripping from the chicken, all the skin, the fat, that drains into our water. The chicken drumsticks with skin on. So that's how I make oven roasted chicken, tasty, delicious, tender and juicy. When you cook with the water, you don't even have to turn the chicken over, and it cooks all the way up to the bone. There is no bad flavor at all.
So I hope you're going to like this video and please try it. And if your chicken turns out really good, please share the results with me. Thank you for watching Easy Steps, and I'm going to see you soon with the new recipe. Bye-bye.